Okay, so you've all heard that a 1% response rate on your mailings is good. How about I show you how to get a 20% response rate on your mailings? Even got a little visual aid to help me with it here. This was a game changer for me because for years and years, I rolled on that 1%. So you send out, 1,000 postcards and you get 10 people that would go to your landing page, request a free report, Nothing really motivated. I mean, they would never call me. They're like, oh, free CMA on my house. Yeah. What's my house worth? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. And they'd fill in the form and stuff. So it was a 1% on a pretty low motivated, I'll just send it off and then I'd email it to them and never hear from them, everything like that, until a friend of mine showed me one of these. And of course, I'm dating myself, and some of you know what this is, but when we were kids, this is how we used to take our lunch to school, right? Mom would put in the peanut butter and jelly sandwich and the Oreo cookies and everything like that, and we would just bottle it up and off to school we go. Well, little did I know that would recycle these as an effective mailer. We would get 18 to 24% of the people who got this to call us. Okay? So it's not a 1% report asking for a free home evaluation or 10 tips to selling your, any of that passive stuff, right? I used to do that stuff, right? But that was all we knew 20 years ago. So 15 years ago, we didn't know any better. Anyway, a friend of mine told me about this. And what it is, I'll be really brief. What it is, just a paper lunch sack. And you notice there is no return address. Okay, so you know who you're sending this to. You put this, don't use a flag stamp. I mean, even on this, even though this is going to get opened, flag stamps still are what corporate America uses and everything like that. So, use a Scooby-Doo stamp. I think right now I have Hot Wheels stamps. Right now I have Celebrate stamps. Use some type of non-businessy type stamp, okay? And then you can use a label on this. I wrote on here, it's okay to label it because this is so unusual that even them getting a label, it's okay. But I'm a big hand addressed guy. I love doing the hand addressed. And and we did hand address these. So I would recommend that you do that. And inside is just a one-page letter. Now, a couple technical things here. This is the back flap. You have to tape this down. I don't know if you can kind of see it. Maybe I can get it to angle toward the light. Can you see it there in the light? You got to tape that down or the post office won't take it. And you also tape it down here because you're folding over the flap because they just got a one-page little letter inside. So you tape it here, you're good to go. Hand addressed, no return address, stamp. Inside, we just have a little one-page letter, and all it said, there were two versions. One is would come from an investor, and we would actually have him write in there that he's an investor interested in buying homes in the Imperial Point area. But he has his real estate agent, Tim Johnson at Elevate Real Estate Brokers, 954-980-4541, has him do all the research first on the home, and then the homes that Tim thinks that he would like, because he knows what I would like. In this case, in the most recent case, it was a lady, and she's a general contractor from New York, and I know what she wants. I think this is her 4th or 5th house she's sold from me, so I know what she wants, and so she would kind of send out the letter, and that softens it a little. It's coming from an investor. And she writes in there, I'm going to pay all cash, and there's no appraisal, and we can close. You can even stay in the house for, another month. We can close whenever you want, and you can stay in the house as long as you want, that type of thing. But you got to call my agent, talk to him about the details. He'll do all the research for me. He'll send it to me. And then if it's something that we're interested in, he'll get back to you. So it's not a blind ad. The other one worked very effective. They both were probably pretty equal, actually, if I think about it. I had to check the stats, but they're both pretty good. The other one was, let's just say that I had a buyer, and they're looking here in Imperial Point, and they put an offer on like 3 different homes. They didn't get any of the homes. So then I would send this to the people in Imperial Point and say, look, I have a buyer. They're pre-qualified, everything like that. I'm their agent, Tim Johnson, Elevate Real Estate Brokers, you don't need to put your house on the market. You don't need to show it unless the only people who want to see it are these people, if this is the house for them. So give me a call if you've been thinking about selling, and we'll go from there. So very simple message, just craft it anyway. If you got any questions, just type them into the comments or the chat or anything like that. Subscribe, because I do one of these every single day. But let me tell you, 1% response to a 20% response, and the 1% is a passive, just going to a landing page, asking for a free report, whatever. I don't know how many of those leads I got to get in order to convert one seller, versus 20% calling you. Like, they call you. Hey Tim, I got this lunch bag in the mail from you, and you said you got a buyer here? Yeah, I actually do. So tell me a little bit about your house. Okay, 20% calling. So listen, I lived on the 1% roller coaster for years. For years. I get it. When you get 20% response and they're actually picking up the phone and calling you, that is a game changer. That is a game changer. I mean, that's 10 listing appointments like right away. And you're just selling homes. So this was just huge, and I wanted to pass it on to you. So I'll stop talking. But anyway, I try and post one of these helpful videos every single day. You've probably never seen this before, or maybe you've seen it and you kind of need to think about it first. That's fine. Just subscribe to the channel. I try and post one of these every single day. Just give you something to think about, something to build your business. Okay? All right. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. All right. Take care.